We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Let's go, bring it up.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. 11. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
3 bucks. Check 52. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. It's our time. This is our time, guys.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 24 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Like 20.
On first down, Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That good for 19 on a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Gold is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Push him back. Push him back. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad, you move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Tight right. Go. Hey, watch it. Look left. Bang out. Bam.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Turn it.
21. Hey, let's go.
54, right there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. 65.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch twitch.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Fresno. Check 9. Check 24, check 24. Check 90.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go. Like 20.
Mike 5-4. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check nickel. Shoot.
11. General West.
Check 3.
I got this.
Mike 54. Mike
21. Here we go.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Hey, gun.
Out. Kill.
On first down, Coleman.
Watch the
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Bro, why didn't I let him hit the fucking man? Substitute him.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike, 54. Watch the pass. Watch the
21.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch out. Slam.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Go ahead.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Gun.
Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Keep playing hard.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You draw corkers.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, gun.
His team showed up. Mike's 54.
13. Hey, Lord.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11. 1, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3.
Philip Dorsett by himself. The 20. 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the back.
First and 10.
Watch the safety green. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 24. Watch 24.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, alert.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 16.
Here we go. Like 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They will run again with Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. D Ford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
Alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go, 14.
Mike, 4.
Front left.
Echo. 4, Mike, 4.
There's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin saving his best.
Yo. This nigga here cheesy, dog. Hard to play this nigga, dog.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll...
Perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
White. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 20. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, Mike 20.
I got this.
Garoppolo. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jaron Reed coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lock. 55. Hey, gun. 55. All right, T, let's all right, T.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement.
Bro, why they
doesn't it?
sell our game, bro?
Statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
He did. T-Night. Bro, why did they sell our game? That's what I'm
Coming
trying
to
to
the
figure
line
out.
here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
Talking about, man, that shit would have made a difference if I played first round if I would have won.
Lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
If I would have beat the
Realize
Panthers, I would have played the Eagles first.
Today, coaching,
Fucking play this
playing
man
the whole
first.
deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
Yeah, I would have played the
you don't
Lions
want that
first.
feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Oh, what's going on?
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space, and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They failed
I
once
would've
in
definitely
this spot
rather than play the
earlier, but
fucking
the offense
Eagles.
will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Here's
These
Elliott.
fucking Lions. I keep
And
saying Eagles. I
nowhere
would have
to
definitely rather
go.
them fucking play the
He's going to be
Lions first.
stopped behind the line.
Fuck.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific
Yeah,
field
man.
position. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain.
I can see if it was a game that didn't matter, bro. That shit mattered.
Carry there, 2nd and 8.
Playoff
This is
season
a great
matters,
example of
man.
what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something
Not
big.
saying that,
And a
not
couple
saying
of yards
that,
as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Cuz with a loss,
Charles on the losing
Cuz with a
side
loss
of
to the
things,
nigga,
you know,
but
they
damn, I
didn't
want
come
that,
in here as
that
the favorite
somebody
to
else to
these
be that man
playoffs, but
problem,
they came
man.
in with a lot of hope and anticipation.
Fuck.
Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win
let
the
me
Super
get to the
Bowl.
second
So
round and
that's
play
pretty
T-Night,
darn
probably.
good. And as you often talk
wanna
about,
switch that
a lot
shit
of
up,
hope
bro.
when the playoffs start, well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to
First round, I play this man twice a year already. What the fuck?
Here at home as we say
Play this man again?
from Santa Clara.
Who knows? I could have lost to the Eagles and then you could have ended up playing them boy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit could have been like all types of shit. I keep saying the Eagles to the fucking Lions, bro. I'm like, god damn, dog. Pussy nigga got hurt. Fuck you get hurt, bro. Yeah. Nigga ain't get hurt all year. Coleman got hurt. Let me find out that they play with these injuries, bro.
lit, you was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I said no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist,
They damn, I couldn't get no pressure this game, bro. Fuck you go from getting 11 sacks to not getting like shit, bro. Bro, I had 11 sacks last time we played, bro. 11 fucking sacks. Every time, bro, I was manning up the wrong nigga. I'm like, damn, I'm running up the wrong nigga thinking it's gonna be this route. This nigga done did this route. I'm like, oh. See, but that when you man up, bro, that shit a pick and choose too. That shit, you gotta pick and choose which one it is. Which one you wanna man up. Cause sometimes it's not the slot. Like sometimes I be like guessing like if it's gonna be the slot nigga that do this route. Is it gonna be the nigga on the outside? Especially when they bunched up close together. It's like, okay, let me see. Let me just guess this one. It's like I be guessing like the routes, and if it's the wrong one, then somebody gonna be wide the fuck open free. Cause Bobby can play man. He play man good on the receiver, but if it's the wrong man, never the tight. I rarely man them up on a tight end. Yeah, man, y'all. Who? Dog, why the fuck, bruh? Niggas don't wanna. Hold on.
Unnecessarily loud.
What you say?
So unnecessarily loud.
Dog,